Green should get the front counter upon completion today. As a courtesy to other competitors, as you finish your game at most studies, please allow the carrier going through time to complete their game before going into their bowler's area. Attention all spectators, please do not block the entrance to any bowler's area with bags, chairs, or people, as our volunteers and staff need to move freely and quickly. Your never flash photography is not allowed during tournament competition. Now, let's give these great athletes another round of applause as they begin the tournament competition. As soon as your arrows come up, you may begin tournament play. Here we go, and everybody have a great afternoon bowling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Final advances round for the U20 boys. Sorry for the delays, but just about every squad had some delays to it, unfortunately. And it still looks like there were a few squads actually earlier who began the day a little bit behind. So I think that was everything going on at Score Lanes was already an hour behind from earlier today. So I think right now U20 boys and U17 girls, which are on the other end of the house, the high end, is what's going down at the moment. My name is Emil Williams Jr. Big thanks to Daniel Ferris, who has held it down here throughout, and he would have been holding it down right here if if we had known that the switch was happening. So nonetheless, 5 games, of course. This is game 1. 64 competitors. Cody Johnston, Hayden Stipich, Isaac Arison, Mateo Citadino, along with Justin O'Shaughnessy, the principal, as I like to call him, Jacob Mullen, Grant Oler, and Peyton Smith. They're on 27, 28, 29, and 30. Sean, the U12 USA Bowling Championship is actually going on right now. It's being taped just to our left over in the arena bay. Trying to work on those lane assignments for you, so you can know potentially who will be, if your particular athlete will be joining us here. Okay. Believe it or not, this is my first time that, well, I shouldn't say that. First day I've been at Thunderbowl. First time I've been on this side of the building. I started my day at the Cosmic Bay with the U12 match play, and what a phenomenal match play it was. Congrats to those individuals, as O'Shaughnessy able to get the 7 down, 7-10, will not stand for Justin. Congrats to U12. In the boys division, Duke Knudsen, Brady McDonough, and Elias O'Halloran 1, 2, 3 in seed order. And on the girls' side, Abigail Starkey, Gianna Brandolino, and Caitlin Abaganya. In a very thrilling match for the final spot between her and Kayla Starr. Came down to the 10th frame. Abaganya could have shut out Starr. She opened in the 10th. Starr needed a mark. And good count. Left the 4-7-9 and got 2. All right, updates. According to the information that I have based on the skips, Tyler Moore should reach the pairs. He should reach lane 30 in game 5. Zach Denton will Zach will just miss the pairs as he will surround them. He'll be on 31 in game 4 and then 25 in game 5. Appreciate everyone in the chat so far. Again, sorry for the delays, but you know it's Junior Gold Week, and the verification of scores are of utter importance, and sometimes it takes a little longer than anticipated. But if you are just joining us, this is U20 Boys Final Advancers round. We cut to match play, and the top 16 will move on. Peyton Smith. Out trying to make a few things go down here. '64th, by the way, was 41.55. Total 41.55. After 21 games, Anthony Nyer is in the lead. Entering our final advancers round with a total of 46.48. Hayden Stippich is second, who is on 27 and 28. Isaac Harrison is third at 44.73, followed by Alec Keplinger at 44.43. And Cyril Cardenas, I believe it is fifth at 44.40. In regards to equipment, although that question certainly wasn't probably addressed to me, and I should note, of course, I'm coming in and gaining some knowledge, but I can tell by who's in the field, who remains, what they're throwing, and this lane condition, which, to be quite honest with you, I spent my entire week at Astro Lanes And this looks like heaven, this lane condition, compared to what all the players, boys and girls, went through at Astro Lanes, because it was tough. I'm excited to bowl watching them at the moment. I personally did see some urethane go down the lane a lot, or I shouldn't say a lot, probably minimal in comparison at Astro Lanes, but it seemed to be certainly useful for those who did find some success for the most part. According to the schedule, well, I shouldn't say that. According to my lane assignments here that I'm creating on the fly for myself, Alex Galinsky should be on the featured pair in Game 5, but I will say that I've been wrong at least once this week over at Astro. I do want to thank all the staff for helping us get things situated and what we need. Now that the urethane comment has been mentioned, my eyes are just drawn to it. There are a lot of urethane balls going down the lane. For those of you who may be watching right now and did compete this week, I'm curious, as a obviously broadcaster, as a bowler, and someone just curious about an athlete's perspective on what equipment was used, maybe what you used, what you saw here from the characteristics at Thunderbowl. If you did bowl here, which you did at some point. Jacob Mullen. Remember last year, Jacob Mullen, as he struck in the 8th frame. He will be up momentarily. Talk about some clutch bowling down the stretch to make the TV show in Dallas at USA Bowl. So if everything is correct, Anthony Nyer, who was the tournament leader coming in, and of course the reigning champion in U20, should hit our featured pairs here. He should be on 29 and 30. It's as if urethane has reinvented itself. I guess part of that obviously would be to the credit of the various brand manufacturers for perhaps making urethane, and because I haven't thrown it, at least I would say the new urethane, if you will. I can't quite compare the characteristics of previous urethane outside of its urethane, but I know covers can be a bit stronger these days for some of the urethane balls that are out. But it is amazing to see how something that is still so retro, if you will, has such a grand impact on the modern game. Hard to hear some things that don't sound right. I heard someone say a lane that, according to what lane they started on, didn't jive with the potential skipping pattern that I was told. See what I'm saying? See? Somebody's trying to mess with me already. All right, so I'm going to go double check that.
Does that look like better ball reaction to you?
We know, we apologize. Yeah. Score sheets are showing too, they're supposed to be moving through. That's what they just said. You're leaving on 3 and just go to your playing your name on the screen. I think that's the way to go. Don't start that. Don't start the second game. Yeah.
All right, folks, getting the word for you. We believe it is to be 3 pairs, as I mentioned, 6 lanes. Sounds like it is 3 and not 2. I think on the recap sheets, and those are some of the things that can happen when you're trying to rush and print out 64 recap sheets and get the squad started. The lanes on the sheet only add up to 4 lanes or 2 pairs instead of 6 lanes and 3 pairs. Woo! Here you go, baby. Michael, you're welcome. No problem. It should be, as you mentioned, should be good to go here. So Anthony Nyer is on 29 and 30. That would mean that that's 6 lanes. And there it is. The lane assignment, you know, when we try to figure it out, I want to give a quick shout out to Gregory Tack, who handled scoring at Astro. And he printed me out a lane assignment sheet just for the featured pairs for every squad for 4 days. And he didn't have to do it. And I said, hey, if it takes time out of your day, and he's like, no, it's 2 minutes. And he's a whiz with, you know, numbers and scoring, Excels and whatnot. So big thanks to Greg for his hard work. All right, game 2. Big spare there for Nyer after his first shot. Didn't quite do, I'm sure, what he expected. Tyrell Ingles, who shot the first 300. And I heard that there was a second 300 shot today. That was the only 2 300s that I've heard about. The first from Tyrell Ingles, which was on Monday, after shooting 299 at the Youth Open. Brennan Smith and Brandon Dodge, Nicholas Howard, and Patrick Phillips. Tyrell Ingles, Tyler Hunter, Hunter Sanders, and again, Anthony Nyer, your defending champion. So Nair has gone back-to-back shots here. First, of course, crossing over. Second. That one never read. Nicely done. And at that level, at this level, that's how important spare shooting is. We all know it. But when you see it on display, those two spares, you know, all of a sudden that's a saving. And if we look ahead and let's just say we expect Anthony Nair to probably figure it out. And he's probably saved at least 220 at this point with those two spares. As opposed to what could be 170, 180. Well, there is so much hook here on this batter. Of course, 8 centers. 8 centers made up junior goal here in Detroit. Big thanks to Metro Detroit USBC, the Greater Detroit Sports Commission, and of course, the presenting sponsor of the Junior Gold Championships, the brands of Ebonite International, Columbia 300, Track Hammer, and of course, Ebonite. Double there for Ingles, headed to Savannah College of Art and Design. Ball change for Nair. Ring it up. Nicely done there from Sanders. Here's Patrick Phillips on 28. I missed what was made next door. That was done by Gabe Alvarez. He's headed to Wichita State.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear it. Sorry. Are you turned on? I didn't hear it. How about this?
How's everyone doing? How's your week going? If you've been watching all week and talking to your youth athletes out there, or maybe you're just checking in for the first time today. Maybe you've been watching for the last couple days. Of course, you know what time it is. You know when the advances rounds begin, so kind of had your eye on it ever so slightly, but curious. Just want to say thank you. Appreciate you sharing that, Josh. I know that's disappointing for you, but hopefully you've had another opportunity, or will have one, to compete again. We appreciate you coming on out and showing up with the best youth bowlers in the country and around the world. This is a tough event, and of course that goes without saying. We know there are some weeks, some days where we just don't match up. Speaking of Gabe Alvarez, I believe last year I was there. May have been at USA Bowl. I don't remember where we were. Pretty sure he shot 300. Josh, if I may ask, or if you're ready to share, you certainly don't have to, but which schools or schools might you be interested in, or if you've already committed? Quietly, Brandon Dodge and Tyrell Ingalls putting some games together here. Nair with a different ball. Oh my. And Kevin McCune making the pins dance over there. Here is Brandon Dodge. Oh, making some things happen. Let's see where Brandon Dodge was in the standings. Brandon was 36th after this morning's advancers round at 42-48. So he was 129 pins from 16th, speaking of Brandon Dodge. And obviously still early here, but a max of 280. If everything works like I remember it to work last year, after this round, there will be, of course, the verification of scores, and then the match play cut will be announced. Congratulations, Josh. Northwestern Ohio, another young program. There are so many programs in collegiate bowling as it continues to grow. And I certainly enjoyed my time collegiately at Lindenwood. Dodge, 8th frame, push. How about that? Well, this brings back memories. You get on a run, maybe you get one in just a touch, you get a break at Junior Gold, and that is like eating a basket of fresh strawberries. Going to the orchard, you're picking some fresh apples. That's how good that break is. Thanks for that update, Dakota. So here we go. The Brandon Dodge watch is on here at the U20 boys final advances round. Ingalls takes care of the washout. You don't see it sought after that way too often. Many elect to go kind of left to right with the head pin on the right side. And then, of course, while it's going in that direction, it will clip the 6. And then everything else will take care of itself. Ingalls went kind of right to left, went to the left of the head pin, like a normal 1, 2, 4, 10 type washout, for example. Obviously, either way worked. But those are the kind of notes that you can take a little bit if you say, you know, I've been struggling shooting this particular washout this way. Let's try it this way. Tyrell Ingalls perhaps gives you a different way to do it. Dodge, 9th frame, bang. B Dodge. Get out of town. So this is fun. I was going to tell a quick story. Well, not a full story. Something about college. Josh mentioned his commitment, but just the young programs that have sprouted and are sprouting with new recruits. I wonder what it would be like to be in the shoes of a young 15, 16, 17-year-old at this moment with the supreme influx of collegiate bowling, the schools that are available. I loved every minute of Lindenwood, and I certainly wouldn't change a thing. But I'd be curious what the feeling is like to have so many schools, and everyone has their own lists, of course, but you know, that courting to have 4 or 5 schools want to talk to you while you're at junior gold. By the way, I'm pretty confident in regards to most of these lane assignments that I've come up with. So if someone does have a particular athlete in mind or in question, please drop it in the chat. Be happy to help you. Hunter with the open in the 8th. Thought that one was going to bounce out. Oh my. That is an interesting 4 count. Wow. PBA washout with the 7. Headpin was wiggling for a moment, but it's going to stay. One, 2, 4, 6, 7, 10. Well, LU commits. Always good to see LU continue to get great young athletes. Gets the count there, does Tyrell. To my knowledge, Michael, just throughout the week, we haven't had any scores posted per game. This round could be different, so I will definitely check just because I haven't been here the majority of the week. Big opportunity here for Brandon Dodge. According to the sources in the chat, shot 242 game 1. We'll go with that for now. Don't make me look like Chris Broussard out here. Brandon, oh, give it to him. Brandon Dodge, a freshman last year at St. Ambrose. Went into his sophomore season, according to StAmbrosBeans.com. Dodge potentially could be at 520 plus. Needs one more here. Oh, hook a little, hook a little. Nice run there for Dodge. Either way, he's going to be 100 over after 2. .511 if that 242 is what's up. Patrick Phillip 201, Nicholas Howard 181, and Smith 193. Ingles takes care of the spare. Can get to 199. And Nair, after a couple of struggles, can get to 201. Tyler Hunter can get to 160, 190 for Hunter Bander. Or Sanders, excuse me. Excellent game for Brandon Dodge. Wow. Well, let's keep an eye on this pair, 27 and 28. Oh. Okay, someone asked about, let's go back up. Solomon. When did I see Solomon? I know he's here because I saw his name. There it is. If what I have is correct, he will not get close until 24. And even that is at least 2 pairs away. All right, folks, game 2 in the books. Back in a moment. We'll finish out these assignments and give you some idea here on Bowl TV. Okay. Shout out to St. Ambrose, by the way. With that many right now currently in the top 64. Brandon Dodge making a move. Let me go back to my results. Let's see. I know Dakota attends St. Ambrose. We got Brandon Dodge. Right now, that's all I would be able to tell just by looking at the names. All right, we got a question about Joey Ocello. Let's find out. First, let's change the right graphic. Game 3. All right, Ocello, let's see. Joey is on 24 currently, which means that he would be on lane 30. And game 4 coming up next. That is Joey Ocello. Game 4 coming up next. For Natalie. I'm wondering, is that the same Natalie who was in our chats earlier in the week? If so, I'm so happy that I could at least give you one positive on some lane assignments and on players in the live streams this week, Natalie. We appreciate your support, especially of these young athletes. I also apologize if I spent an entire week trying to preserve my voice as much as possible. Had a long week, obviously, 4 days of qualifying, 4 squads a day. So not as much commentary as, you might normally hear. Because you got to pace it. You got a long week. But it was so humid yesterday. It was very warm. And I left that environment, of course. It's warm in the hotel room. You got the AC going, and what do you know? You wake up with the old scratchy throat. Ryan Carlissi. Mr. Armstead, how are you, my man? I hope all is well. Please send my best to your better half. Hope she is doing well, too. Appreciate all your support and all your hard work for youth bowling. Let's see if we can get you Mr. Carlissi. I think the closest Ryan was going to get, he was on 25 in our last game, and he just made the flip to the high end. So we won't see Ryan unless he makes match play. To your question, Michael in the chat in regards to St. Ambrose, it is indeed Davenport, Iowa. It's weird to think, but St. Ambrose has kind of been at this thing now for a few years. They're coming up they will be coming up on a 10-year anniversary pretty soon as a program. Their first season was 09-010. 09-010, good Lord. 09-10, 2009-2010. That was their first season with a roster, and they traveled to events. So we welcome in Colin Walsh, Bobby Ramsey, Bailey Maverick and Caleb East, along with Mitch Hewitt. Speaking of Dakota and St. Ambrose, here is Dakota Solanka with 3 in a row, looking for another. How about for Dakota? Yes, indeed. Bryce Oliver, if you recall Bryce from last year's U20 show. And Kyle Belowski. At some point, because I see the amount of strings that starting to come by a little bit here. I'll have to take a walk and make sure we don't miss anything. And Daniel Chin looks like has begun with the front 5. And so has Dakota Solanka. Uh-oh. It's getting serious in here, folks. I think I mentioned, someone mentioned Alex Glinsky. I don't know if I recall ever saying it. I think I said lane 28 in game 5. Michael, that cut to the top 16, and that is it. It's a cruel world sometimes, but that is what we have. 16 players will move on from this 64 bowler set here. But someone like a Brandon Dodge is trying to make it easy on himself and difficult on some others. Because when you have a player kind of breathing down your neck and you may or may not be having some fun, all of a sudden, it's happened, and it happens all the time where, you know, someone in the top 16 will come back to the field. Again, Dodge started in 36th, 129 pins out of the number. As DeLanca continues, or excuse me, Silanka, I beg your pardon. Front 7 for Dakota. Daniel Chin has the front 6, and he has got a cheering section as well. Daniel Chin started his collegiate career last semester, the second semester of last season with Calumet College of St. Joseph from Daly City, California, which is just outside of San Francisco. If we had to put some suburbs to San Francisco, that would be one. Daly City. Nice spare there for Oliver. The world was introduced to Bryce last year. Run ins for Daniel Chin with 6. He lives a 10 pin in the 7th frame. Eight in a row for Dakota Silanka. You can follow some of these athletes and they'll tell you how they're bowling via social media and talk about their days, and some photos of recaps they shot for Caleb East. Mitch Hewitt sporting a Weber International jersey. Well, it's Silanka, originally from Indianapolis. Front 9. Attempt. Here it is. Push. Oh! Right in front of the 9 pin. It's Silanka's front 9 attempt. Well, they're pretty good here for Dakota. His run will land, but 279 obviously still out there. Dakota came into this final round in 18th place. He was just 4 pins off the number. The number, by the way, was Gabe Alvarez. I'm talking about now 16th. The final player to advance to the final player to advance to the final advanters round was Kevin McCune. Pins nearly fall there for Bryce. So this pair will put him at 223. And Oliver at 45th, or excuse me, was tied for 45th entering this final round. Bailey Maverick with a run. Fortunate open there for Solanka in the 10th frame. He shoots 253. Couple of opens in the 10th frames. 210 for Pulaski. All right, we're heading quickly to game number 4. We'll have Joey Ocello, Shane Rusnick, Alex Acosta, and Taryn Heersma. .183 for Caleb East. Haley Maverick shoots .236. Bobby Ramsey .219. Colin Walsh .175. Daniel Chin shoots .234. Nicholas Howard is trying to make a run. Game 4, folks, is coming up here. The U20 boys advancers round, final advancers round. Daniel Chin is going to bring his .234 over to 27 and 28. And you'll hear some cheering. We'll also have Antar Howard, Micah Caudle, and Jeffrey Mann, the newly engaged Jeffrey Mann. I saw him when I walked in a little bit earlier. And before this, I've seen him a couple of times in the collegiate season. I said, hey, man, you got to do another song, because he was part of the talent show at last year's Junior Gold opening ceremony. So when I saw him today, I should say that's what we had kind of joked about, like, hey, you going to do another song? So I saw him at the trade show, and he's like, just normal conversation. How's everything going? Et cetera, et cetera. I didn't get my entry in for the talent show. It's like, oh, I'm disappointed. Then I come to find out the guy gets engaged. So I saw him today. I said, Jeff, all you had to do was say, hey, I got a song. We could have made this thing happen. You could have been on stage. You could have did the whole cool proposal in front of everybody, and then I told him, but that's a lot of pressure, or extra pressure if you were to do it then. He laughed, but congrats to Jeffrey and his fiance. All right, folks, game 4 on the way. Back one moment here with you. You're watching U20 Boys Final Advancers round here on Bull TV.
Cubs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Game 4 back with you here. Bowl TV Junior Gold Championships, U20 Boys, final advancers round. My name is Emil Williams Jr. And it is coming down to 2 games till we determine the top 16 bowlers who will compete in match play and try to earn spots, 3 spots available. The U20 Junior Gold Championships U20 show. Jeffrey Mann, a past champion in this division. Again, joined with Antar Howard, Micah Cruddle, and Daniel Chin. Alex Acosta competes at St. Xavier University. Taryn Heersma, that's in Chicago, by the way. Joey Ocello and Shane Rusinek. Listen for the excited crowd and the support system for Daniel Chin. They are now located, I believe, behind me in the bleachers. Didn't hear him as loud because he didn't strike, but when he strikes, they certainly let you know they are around. Appreciate that info, Natalie. Coach Mike Kubacki, always bringing in the talent. Calumet's another program that, let's see, but they have passed their 10-year anniversary. That program started in the 2006-2007 season. Memory serves correct, and it's one of those things I'll never really forget because we bowled Calumet at the Intercollegiate Team Championships, also known as Collegiate Nationals. And they had us down 3-0 in the first or second round. I think it was the first round. We battled to win the match, but you knew then, and they've been great ever since. And Coach Kubacki, a lot of credit, his assistants. I think Sammy Kruchek is still on the staff at the moment. All the players that they've had in history and current players like Daniel Chin and players soon to hit the lanes like Joey Ocello. Speaking of Chin, here he is. Oh, there's a break. Ocello, the double, frame 6 and 7. Oh my. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, don't hurt him like that, Joey. Don't hurt that from my angle would look to be 2 or 3. Ocello was near the top of the standings, if I'm not mistaken. He was 11th coming into this final round. And to Michael's point, it is a little bit of a, definitely a wait and see. The way the scoring is, and I think, I'm sure part of it is just from the athlete perspective, or how many there are, I should say. But after this game, I'll go and double check and see what might be available. But on some levels, there is a post and wait to hear your name called. But I know some players like to know where they are in the standings. They want to know what number they need to obtain. Some people don't want to know at all. I do know that these gentlemen are bowling pretty fast. Acosta. And I was at Astro Lanes. I was talking about the modern game a little bit, talking about two-handed bowlers and how now you can see there are a lot of different two-handers where, you know, you can say this thing about one-handers. Everyone throws it differently whether you're right-handed or not. But now you don't really see that many two-handers who throw it the same, how they get to the line, whether they use their thumb or not, all those kind of things. Acosta would be, he doesn't throw like most two-handers that I've seen, certainly. He gets his momentum going early. Nice info on Joey Ocello. Oh, that's got a peel. And it does. Joey Ocello gets into match play, so folks better watch out. Not only does his game do the talking, but he likes to talk at the pins a little bit, and I'm okay with that. I know some folks aren't too on the up and ups when you start talking to the pins, and people think you're kind of showing up people and whatnot, but if you're not being disrespectful, for me personally, I'm okay with it. If you're talking to the pins, hey man, go tell the pins what you need to tell them. That's between you and the pins. Sella, I think, to me, a little bit of a uniqueness as well. I mean, because he's not hitting you with the enormous rev rate. It's rare today that, you know, when you see someone throwing it relatively straight, that it would be unique simply because it's not as common. But clearly he's got enough rev rate and what looks to be a pretty cool ball roll. It looks like it's spinning, but it's probably not. There's a little bit of spin, I think. But I tell you what, he just made that look easy. 237. Back 7. Acosta gets a break on the fill. Game 5 should be a treat. If you are, I'm going to go check on some other items in regards to additional squads elsewhere. I know there's some severe delays going on at, well, it looks like they just started. Oh, no. No, that's not right. No, they haven't started yet over at Score, I think. Antar. Andrew, that's a good question. I'll do what I can for you. Andrew, from what I'm learning, although they're still waiting, it looks like they do have lane assignments, got the numbers they need. It should be soon. Don't have an exact time, but it should be going down pretty soon. This is the end of game 4 if you're just joining us on 27 and 28. Please welcome Andrew Sachs, Tyler Moore, Cameron Crow, and Stephen Faulkner. .234 for Daniel Chin. Jeffrey Mann. With a run left in him. Mann came into this round again in 20th. Of Marion University. Cameron Crowe, tall two-handed lefty. Jalen Mosley, Alex Glinsky, Jordan Monens, and Tom Hankey Jr. Andrew, U20 girls and U17 boys are now live. 2:10. First shot, 10th frame for Tom Hankey. Sorry about that. I had to take a call. Cameron Crowe finishes with 182. Tyler Moore, 207. Andrew Sachs, 209. Steve Falk, 127. Brock Larson. Alex Glinsky, which I believe still holds for the highest block of the event with 10:20 even, I think. But he was 29th coming into this final advancers round. So Hankey able to double after that split in the ninth. You heard the loud exclaim from Tom. He was 12th entering this final block. Brock Larson to our left had a nice run. He was looking at a max of 290. Let's see. Brock was 37th entering the block. top 16 move on. And got word that the cut number will be announced in-house, obviously before it's posted on bowl.com. But that will not happen until all scores are verified. It looks like everyone on this, at least in our general vicinity, between 23 and, let's see, lane 30 right now will be complete here in a few shots. So it could be quite some time before you actually have the number, which means that we probably won't keep the stream going for that long. However, I will not remove the chat. And so if we do get the number at a reasonable time, we'll keep the chat going, and I'll drop that number when we can, or when it's available, I should say. Match play at Thunderbowl between, again, U20 boys and U17 girls is scheduled to begin at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. There'll be 2 rounds today. Zach Denton between the sounds of his support group. He sounds like he's close. Turn our quick cameras here left momentarily. We'll catch a little bit of Brock Larson and Zach Denton. 246 for Brock Larson. I believe is from the Des Moines area, Des Moines, Iowa. Based on some of the support, I think he either is attending or headed to. St. Ambrose. I just realized I was looking at the wrong year of roster. All right, folks. Well, as I mentioned before, it's going to be a little while. I don't know how long because all scores certainly have to be verified. Thanks, Alex. Again, it's going to be a little minute prior to, so I'm going to keep the chat open. I'm going to keep the stream going. Let's see. Trying to get an eye on how many people are actually still bowling right now. I see a couple of pairs still going. Looks like all the U15 girls are all done. All right, let's see. I'll throw up a quick note. And there it is. Good old new text right there. So it looks like everyone is complete. So that's a good sign. So we'll keep it live for at least 20 minutes, and I'll see what happens here after that. All right, folks, I appreciate y'all. Hopefully it won't be too long, but we shall see what happens here.
until you get turned in. That means nobody leaves. That's it. Say it again?
Hey, Ryan, you're reactive for a game. You're reactive for a game.
What'd you shoot?
166.
Stick to your thing, my friend. Yo, let us know where we're going to eat. We gotta talk up. We gotta talk to our parents about getting something to eat.
Guys, though, if you don't mind, look around if somebody dropped it on the table. We got it?
concludes your final advancers round. As we tabulate scores, we'll go ahead and announce who the advancers are. We are going to start promptly at 7:30.
you guys while we're waiting around. I have no news. However, you know when I read that script, every single squad, we've been talking about the David Dom Sportsmanship Award, and some of you guys have won it. Sure, some of you have won it in the past. It closes this evening. If you guys know the bowler who has been a really good sport, has shown some really, really super behavior over the last few days, please take one up here and fill it out, and you can turn it into me here at the counter, and I will make sure it gets turned in tonight. It's the David Dom Sportsmanship Award. It is a scholarship. Yeah, you have to write a little bit, but not too much. But if you know somebody who deserves this, a bowler that was in the tournament this year, please think about coming and get one and filling one out.